Monday. Here we are, Monday. And I'm on a fast since last night. So it's been, say, since 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 and 5, 17 hours so far. And I'll go until tomorrow morning at 7:30. And I'm supposed to be on a bike ride then. So we'll see if I feel okay after I eat. Well, the bike ride starts at 9, so I'll have time to get over there and do that. So today I'm just gonna make some milk for tomorrow. I'm not really cooking in the kitchen today or prepping much. I have been cleaning it. So I got all my soldiers lined up here, and they've all been wiped down and cleaned. And I went through all the lower shelves and just fiddling around, doing really light stuff. I got that cleaned, but I did have the beans. I got those cooked, the soybeans, and so I'll go ahead and butter those and go ahead and get started. So there's a few of us fasting today, and it's fun to have company. Steven's fasting with me. So I'm going to go ahead and butter this, and I think it will not make too much noise because it seems like YouTube is learning how to mute their video too. Right now, the buttermilk is just buttering up the soybeans. Hi, pretty girl's mom. Can you hear that, or is it muted? I've got the buttermilk going. I'm just buttering up, or grinding up some, processing some soybeans to make some soy milk. So did you just see Dr. Goldner? She was doing her smoothies. Hi, Kathy. Muted somewhat after a little bit. Oh, okay, good. I'll just run it for a minute here and then add the water. That was really fun potluck yesterday, Kathy. Really enjoyed meeting the new people and right, good food too. I wish I'd remembered to take pictures of everything before everybody left. Duh. I just get so into meeting everybody and setting up that I forget the picture taking, and I didn't take pictures of all of us there. There were about 15 of us yesterday, so it was a nice turnout. I enjoyed it. Okay, so this is a cup of soybeans. I soaked them overnight and then I steamed them for 15 minutes. And now I'm going to add 3.5 cups of water. And mix it. So it mixes for a minute. It's just automatically set on that. And then I can dispense it. I've got these nifty little glass bottles that I put it in. And Steven's liking if I mix the oat groat milk with the soy milk. So I've been doing that lately. So I've been fasting so far for 17 hours. And ever since I did True North, I just really am interested in fasting. And seems to be resetting me slowly, um, because the biggest thing I need to learn now, I'm back down to 117. The last 3 days I weighed in at 117. If I lose during the fast, it doesn't really count because it usually comes right back because it's usually just water and poop. But The only thing I had to do was stop eating the cobblers and the muffins for a while because I was doing it every night. I mean, I was definitely partying. So now I'll behave myself. Maybe we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but so far so good. Feels good. I was starting to feel like I was putting it on in the belly, and I hate that feeling. So yeah, these are tougher battles to get stuff in. Should have done those first. Bring it over the tension. Jeez, it wasn't locked. I'm surprised it went off. Oh, Free Girls Bound, you can start now. You could go noon today till noon tomorrow. We'll do it again. I was gonna say I was at True North in November, December, and ever since then I've been doing a fast every month, and not really planned, but just about every 4 weeks I just start feeling like I want to do one, or Stephen does, and we both just decide let's do it. Let's start one, and 36 hours is perfect. Yes, Pretty Girls Mom, I know. Well, I'm going to still be doing it the rest of today, and Jesse's been doing it since Saturday, and uh, Gina's doing it with me since last night. So every little bit is something. It's a start. So you'd still have a challenge if you went all the rest of today until this time tomorrow. But you can always wait till next time too. So I'm gonna clean out the sludge here, because actually I've been mixing the oat groat sludge with the soy groat sludge, and just adding fruit to it, and just eating the sludge, fruit sludge. I guess that wouldn't be a very popular recipe in a cookbook, but I really enjoy it. It's raw oats, and it's good. So I've got my oat groats draining here. I soaked a cup of oat groats for since this morning, so several hours, and I'll make a quart of oat groat milk. I just took a walk, just real slow walk. Oh, coffee. There's always something, isn't there, Pretty Girls Mom? Although that would be tough to do a coffee hour and not have anything. On my bike ride, it's going to be tough just because I'll have already fasted 36 hours. But I'll try. If I can't do it, I'll just turn around and come back home. And then Steve and I are both doing an Eckhart Tolle thing. And he's doing 3 talks today for this thing. Stephen actually signed up for it and paid for it. And I was listening in on it last night. It's really good. So I'm going to do that this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon, and maybe Wednesday. And I have to pack, because then I'm heading for Chicago Wednesday afternoon. Well, I'm gonna go to the airport and spend the night, because the flight leaves at 8, and it takes a while to get over there. And you either got to take a ferry or drive around. And ferries can be full, and I like to get over there the night before. Oh, and I'm doing a park and fly, so I'm parking at the hotel and then flying and leaving the car there, because I don't get back till late Monday night. So I'll be back a week from today. So because I'm getting back so late, I want to have the car right there. I don't want to mess with trying to get the train and being out in the dark. It's a little bit too scary for me. So ever since, I'll try this again. I guess I did finish it. That from fasting at True North, I've been doing it every month, and it seems to be resetting I'm learning a little bit more about feeling hungry and tasting the food, because after I fast 36 hours, I can really taste the food. Um, and well, one other thing is, yesterday at the potluck, some of the dishes were said to be very, very low in salt. So I had just a spoonful of a couple of them just to see. And last night I woke up with a thick tongue and a dry mouth. And, I can always tell when I've had salt, because I don't like it. I don't like the after effects. So Kathy, I'm going to do an SOS free table again and just stay away from anything with any kind of salt in it if I don't want to be miserable in the middle of the night. I mean, it just wakes me out of a sleep. So, in fact, I was surprised. I was my lowest weight of the 3 days today. Although I suppose if the salt dehydrates you, you pee more out. I don't know. It didn't seem like I did, but who knows? Okay, well, I can wash this a little bit. Although it doesn't matter because I mix the two anyway. And we mix 2 milks too. We actually, I'll separate these and do half oat and half soy milk for Stephen. Okay, so you can just say no. Well, pretty good. Even if you have, well, go ahead. Go ahead and start now. I'm with you, pretty girl's mom. That's what I thought, Kathy. I thought salt made you retain water, and I'd weigh more today. So, I mean, it was just a few tenths of a pound. It wasn't a big deal, but I was just surprised. I was prepared to weigh more. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to butter the oats. Where's my lid? But I was kind of afraid of fasting until True North. I don't know. It's way different to fast medically supervised in a safe environment where everybody else is doing the same thing and people are healing and losing weight and chatting and telling their stories. I don't know. It was very inspiring, and I read some other things where you might not notice anything while you fast, but you'll have lasting changes over time. And so I'm just trying it, and there's just something about the actual fast itself that I find very interesting. It really breaks up that habit of, oh, it's time for lunch, it's time it's time to start cooking. No, I don't have to do any of that. My whole day is freed up to fiddle around with other things or just sit and do nothing, which is fine. So I don't know. It's cool. It's different. Shakes things up. I cover up all my fruit. I'll show you here. See, because fruit, you can just grab it. Before you know it, you got it in your mouth. So I just took towels and I just covered it all up. So there it is. And it really helps not to have it staring at me. So, you know what, Kathy? Stephen's fasting with me. He really is kind of hooked on it too. In fact, he suggested it this time. So we both do it. He loves eating this way. He lost at least 35 pounds. He was like 173, went down to 143. 30 pounds. So he looks great. So let me know when that's down to one minute. Oh, yeah, I think I did mention it earlier, but um, that's okay. I repeat myself on several things because different people come on, and I want you to be on board with what I'm talking about. So, oh, I gotta get four cups of water for both of us. And there we are. We got at least a minute of that. I love that Steven does it with me. I don't know if I could do it if he was cooking. I'm very influenced by vision and smell. But he enjoys it as much as I do. He's out fiddling in his shop. Nothing strenuous. So easy to make milk, you guys. So easy. All right, well, next, then I got to find something to put these in. I'll just put them in a regular size jar because I want it to be half and half. So I'm gonna half of this. That. That way I'll fill them up with the oat milk. Look at that creamy oat milk. That's just so nice. All right, time to dispense. Actually, this will work because I'll just leave this jar for Steven and he can fill the little guys because it's a lot easier to pour from the little guys. And you can use a funnel to pour from here to the little guys. And then he can just have plenty of milk for next week while I'm gone. Bada bada ding. What do you think of Brooke's avocado dressing and what she said about them? I haven't eaten an avocado for ages. Healthy fat, but calorie dense. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, Dr. Golder doesn't need to lose weight. So, um, and she just doesn't seem to be a food addict. I mean, she lost all her weight eating salads and raw broccoli and and avocado. So when you eat raw, you need the calories of the avocado. Now she eats cooked now for dinner, but at the time when she was losing weight, she didn't eat cooked. She ate raw. So if you eat raw, you can have some avocado, but remember 1/5 of an avocado is a serving. So I just don't because I'm a high volume eater and I just stick with no no avocado, and it tastes really good. I don't know if you love it, but man, it's it's just it's a slippery slope for me. I mean, I gained weight just eating rolled oats on cobbler, so but I did eat it every day. And that's another thing, if you can just have it once in a while, probably that would be good. But when I have an avocado, I want to eat it so it doesn't turn brown. So I have it once in a great, great, great while, like at Christmas time. I might make an avocado dressing, Dr. B's avocado dressing for his dirty kale salad. And even that, I tend to give it away once I have my serving, so that I don't sit there and eat the whole thing, which I would probably do. It's just too delicious. That calorie dense food is so delicious. So I don't know. What do you think, Kathy? It's just dangerous territory for me. Give me an inch and I'll take it and some. I'll take a mile. What can I say? So I did do Brooke Goldner smoothies for a while every day for health. After I'd lost the weight, or no, I guess I was still losing the weight. But I was raw also for 6 weeks, and that dropped 5 pounds off. That's how I went down to 115. And last 3 days, last three weigh-ins, I was 117. So, I'm sticking pretty close to where I was. Although a month after doing cobblers and smoothies, or not smoothies, cobblers and foodies and muffins and stuff, I was 122 at my first weigh-in. But the other thing that I realized is my scale, when I first get it out, after it's been sitting on its side, it'll weigh me heavy. Not me heavy, but its weight will be heavier. And then as it recalibrates and sets itself, it'll go to 0. And then, like this time, I weighed 120 point something the first day, and then I remembered about the calibration. So I just step in and out of it a couple times, and then it goes to 0, and then my weight was 117. So I'm not sure if I would have thought of that the day that I weighed 122 a couple of months ago. I might have to experiment and eat cobblers every day again and see what my weight is once I calibrate the scale. Abstinence is so helpful to stay compliant, isn't it, Pretty Girl's Mom? Man, that's the way for me to go. When I weighed, the scale said 122, I could just feel more weight around my belly. So, and the thing that I'd like to work on first, before I start trying to experiment again with higher calorie density foods, more processed foods, is eating when I'm hungry and stopping when I'm satiated. That is so hard for me. I mean, we were 5 kids in our family, and my mama hated being in the kitchen. She'd be like, you eat now, you're not going to get any later. If you don't eat now, you're not getting anything. And I've just got that so beaten into my brain, even though she hasn't been around for years. It's a huge habit. And I'm a member of the Clean Plate Club. I just can't leave anything on my plate, even though I'm stuffed. So I'm just not exactly sure how to break those habits, except for to just keep practicing. And the fasting seems to be helping me. So I'm going to run with it and see. And I mean, yes, it's easier to just not eat at all, but there's something about when I start eating again that, at least for a little bit, I can moderate for a while and pay better attention. So I'm hoping the more I do it, the longer the period will go. You too, Pretty Girl's Mom, raised the same way? Oh, man, it's tough to break. So, but I'm hoping with this, the way it's I can change it a little bit after I fast. I just keep while I'm working on it. Maybe I can get it to where I can do it for a week and then, extend it until I'm doing it all the time. It's worth a try because, I tried everything else, all the usual things, the intuitive eating, and the habit is just so much stronger. Are we pretty girls, Mom? I'm 68. So our moms must have read the same books or listened to the same, what was his name? Dr. I can't remember his name, that everybody followed back then. He came out with the book. How does a guy come out with a book? How to raise kids? Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we're very close. I was 68 on March 17th. So that's all I'm doing in the kitchen today. Watered all my plants this morning. And it actually rained here last night, so the garden got... Oh, Dr. Spock, of course. Definitely. How could I forget that? So Eckhart starts at 1, and it's about 12:30 now. So pretty soon I'll be sitting down to listen to him, and he goes from 1 till 3, and then his assistant goes from 3:30 to 5, and then he's back on from 7 until 8:30. So the rest of the day is going to be kind of an intensive. So that should be interesting. And I'll probably just go to bed. It's nice to get caught up on some rest on these days when we fast. So, anything else? Are we done? Got the dishes washed. Easy peasy washing. We were talking about that yesterday, how easy it is to get the dishes cleaned up. Because there's no grease. Okay. See you later, Kathy. I better go to get things set up for watching. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks, Pretty Girl's Mom. And go ahead fast. Let me know how you're doing. And, it's a start. Join in. Okay, here I go. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, hi, Marion. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.